Alright, good morning, everybody. Hello and welcome to the stream. What's going on, everyone? I hope you are in a good mood, and I hope that you guys are ready for some fun today. First of all, you may be hearing some noise on the stream out of the ordinary and saying, what is that? It's because I am attempting, as I do the pre-stream here today, to set up a session where Mr. Papavera can join my Minecraft world and do some work, because today's stream is very different than usual. We are not doing gameplay today at all. Instead, it's going to be the special event, to celebrate the launch of the PS5. It's got the PS5 reveal stream today at 1 p.m. It's currently 10:46 a.m. All right. So we've got a while. We've got a couple hours to kill before the PS5 reveal event. And Papa Vera had said, I want to join your Minecraft world and do some work in there. During the event, since you're not streaming games. I said, absolutely fine, no problem. So he's doing that right now. In fact, he just joined, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug in my controller to make sure that the game does not idle out. Hold on. Let's do this. Okay, that should work. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute the desktop audio for now. Now, here's the thing. When we're actually watching the PS5 event at 1 p.m., I'm going to have to basically close out Minecraft, because if we're watching it... well, actually, no, I don't. That's true, I don't. Never mind. I was going to say, oh, you guys need to hear the audio. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm not actually rebroadcasting the stream. I'm just going to be hosting it on my channel. So, it's no problem. He's going to be able to sit there in Minecraft and do whatever he wants to do for the length of the stream, and it shouldn't affect anything. There you go. Alright, so guys, it's the big day. It's a hype day. It is Thursday, June 11th, 2020. And it's an exciting day because today it would have been part of E3. Like, E3 2020 was supposed to be all this week. And typically, during E3 week, we get so much information about new games, about new consoles, about everything in the realm of video games. It's one of the biggest things that happens all year long in regards to gaming, and especially for a content creator like me, this week is usually one of the most hyped times because I get to get excited about all the new stuff that's coming out, whether it's coming out this year or next year. Usually get some big surprises and things, and usually this week is a week where there's tons of these press conferences. Microsoft, Sony, Bethesda, Ubisoft, EA, among other companies, usually do their giant press conferences this week to explain. Of course, Nintendo does their digital one as well. I should have said that. I forgot Nintendo. And basically this becomes a really, really exciting week. However, this year, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, everything got destroyed. And as funny as I say that, the truth of the matter is that even before the pandemic hit, many major gaming studios were announcing they were not going to E3 this year. They were just going to do their own digital event. Jeff Keighley, who usually covers this, he's like the big guy known for covering gaming events, that he was not going to attend E3 this year. And this is all before the pandemic hit. So in reality, E3 is kind of on its way out, even though this is like the big week of the year. The second week of June is the biggest week where we all get excited for games. It looks to me like it's not going to be a big deal anymore in regards to that. What we're going to have is all the companies doing their own digital events, okay? So, normally what I would do for E3 is, during these press conferences, alright, we would sit down and watch them together here live on stream, and then I would take notes, and then I'd do a recap reaction stream right after those press conferences, and because there's usually 4 to 5 of them, that would take up a big chunk of that part of my week. But, because there's no E3, obviously, I haven't done that this year, and I've just been doing my normal gameplay streams. Well, finally, Sony is doing a big PS5 reveal event. They were going to do it last week, but because of the crazy, happenings here in the United States in regards to all the protests and everything, they decided to delay it for a week. So here it is. It's today, all right? So allow me to explain how we're doing this. I want you guys to understand up front how this is working, so there's no confusion. Right now it's pre-stream. Pre-stream is going to run like it usually does. I'm going to talk a little bit about what we're going to do today. We're going to do a schedule. I got a little bit of things to talk about real-world stuff that's going crazy here in Seattle. So I want to talk a little bit about all this shit. All right. Then, around 1 p.m., we're going to start a 1-hour speculation and hype stream. What we're going to do is I'm going to come on camera and talk to you guys for about an hour about what do we think is going to happen at this PS5 reveal event. What games will be revealed? Will there be any information about the console whatsoever revealed, or is it solely going to be a games event? How long will it be? We're going to talk about this for about an hour, and I get the feeling it's going to be a lot of fun and speculation. I have some ideas personally myself of what I think we're going to see, and I'm curious to hear what your ideas are as well and everything that's going to happen with this. Okay? So that's going to be before the event. Then when the event starts, so I'm probably going to wait like 10 minutes, maybe like 12:50 p.m. What I'm going to do is I'm going to host someone who's streaming the event. Now, there's probably 5 million companies doing it. There's probably IGN, GameSpot, maybe Sony will have their own official stream. Twitch will probably have their own official stream. I'm going to host one of those here on my channel on Twitch, and we can watch it all here together. That's what I'm going to do, watch it live with you guys, and I'm going to be taking notes during this event. It's supposed to be about an hour long, maybe. I guess we'll see how long it actually ends up being. But it's supposed to be around an hour long. So we'll see. And then after that, I'm going to do a recap and reaction stream, much as I would normally do with an E3 event, where I'm going to recap everything we saw and give you my opinions on everything that we saw, as kind of like a summary video, which is a lot of people absolutely love that I do that instead of just a live reactions video, because it's so different from what everyone else does. And I've been doing this like this, by the way, ever since like I started being a content creator on YouTube. Way before people were doing live reaction videos, I was doing this kind of video. So that's why I keep doing it. I like doing it this way. All right. So that's going to be the stream for today. All right. Just so you guys know, that's what's going to be. How long is this stream going to last? Well, it's going to run till roughly just before 1. It's going to go offline for us to watch the event together. Then I'm going to go back online after the event ends, so it'll be another hour to hour and a half after the event ends. Okay, roughly running till 4 p.m. It may end a little early. That's okay if it does. It doesn't have to run all the way till 4 p.m., but we'll see. Okay, now a few things, because some people have already posed questions to me about this. All right, will I be recording and uploading this to YouTube? Of course. I'm going to be recording the pre-stream right now and the pre-event hype / speculation stream and the post-event recap and reactions, all to my DSPGaming channel. It's all going to go live after this stream ends. So if you cannot be here for the entirety of the stream, you're going to miss out on some of it. That's okay. That's why I archive everything on DSPGaming. So I hope you guys will join me for that. Okay. Will the vest streak that we have now had a 126 consecutive streams hitting still be on the line and still be, in jeopardy? The answer is yes. This is a full-on stream, much like any other stream I would do. Now, is it gameplay? No. But the vest streak will be, eligible for this stream, much like anything else. I am trying to hit a tips goal for this session. So, by all means, if you like what you see, please consider contributing via tipping. Let's try to keep this tips goal going. I am nervous. I'm going to be very honest with you. I'm nervous that because this is a special stream, very different from the normal streams that I do, that we may not hit the tips goal today, and this could be the end of it, just because it's a different kind of stream. But I hope not. I'm nervous about it, but I hope not. I hope that enough people come out and hang out with me and, want to keep the tips goal going, that it does keep going today. All right? All right, and that's going to be the stream. Now, let's explain the rest of the week here. All right, is going to be normal. All right, so tonight, Sleeping Dogs, a 2-hour gameplay stream continues later tonight. All right? And then tomorrow, Friday, Sleeping Dogs again as the main gameplay stream. So that's 6+ hours of Sleeping Dogs, in the next 2 days. You might be wondering, why am I playing so much Sleeping Dogs? Because I played it last night, too. Well, I'm trying to get as far into Sleeping Dogs as I can. Reason being, there's new releases coming out next week. And there's 3 new releases coming out next week. And I know that people are going to want to see the new releases over these older games I'm playing. Not to say that I'm going to drop these older game playthroughs. I'm absolutely not going to. But I would much rather balance in these as like late night streams versus playing the new games kind of as the early streams. So I'm trying to get a tear into Sleeping Dogs before the new releases hit and play a ton of it. So at least we're nearing maybe say the last third of the game by the time that the new releases hit. Okay. And right now, we've already beaten the first third of the game. We're actually into the second portion of the game. out of, I'd say 3, because there's 3 sections of the island. And I hope that we do well. I hope that we get good progress tonight and tomorrow. And I'm going to be playing it one more time. I'll talk about that in a moment later this weekend. Hopefully between these sessions, we get a good chunk into the game. A good tear. Okay? Now, I have something I want to talk about in regards to Sleeping Dogs, guys. You guys have actually contacted me in the last week and told me very, very positively that you are loving this playthrough. That this is a playthrough I haven't played this game in 8 years. And a lot of people watched the original playthrough back on DSPGaming on YouTube back in the day and loved it, and they're liking now that, number one, I'm playing it again with better graphics, better audio, but also they're loving that it's the live streaming style with interactions with the audience and everything. This is very different from the first playthrough, and it's really cool to see the differences between myself, 8 years ago and now, how I've changed as a person and a content creator. I got a lot of positive feedback from people, and some people right now on the street, who's saying that? It's called the silent majority. It always has been. The people who watch my stuff and enjoy it are not a giant vocal group of people who go out there and scream all over the internet. They just come to me privately and they're like, Phil, this is really good. Thank you for playing the game again. We're really enjoying it. All right. But in regards to Sleeping Dogs, all right, especially for those of you who are watching it on demand on YouTube exclusively, okay, I have an update. Sadly, a lot of these videos are still being content ID claimed, if you can believe it, right? I have no audio on the car radio. I muted that shit when I started playing the game 8+ hours ago. But I'm still getting content IE matches. It's ridiculous at this point. Like, what is it? Like 5 seconds of a song is playing in the background of a fucking cutscene, and the whole video is getting claimed for this shit. Okay? I'm pretty frustrated about it, because I'm purposely going out of my way to not have the licensed music in the game. I don't want to turn off all music because there's a really good soundtrack to the game when you're driving and you're doing the missions. I don't want to mute all music and have it be fucking completely silent. That's stupid. But the game every once in a while has a licensed song playing as the environmental audio somewhere where you are, and it's getting fucking matched on YouTube, and I'm getting pretty pissed. Now the good news is that it's not destroying the playthrough. The videos are not getting like muted or taken down off the internet. Thank God, because that's what happened to the first playthrough. Is when Content ID first launched in late 2013, YouTube just took down a ton of videos, and it ruined the playthrough. Pissed me off. I would do all that hard work, and all these games get ruined, right? So at least that's not happening. But being very upfront and honest with all of you guys, being that half the videos of Sleeping Dogs are getting claimed on YouTube, I'm not going to make anything on them. All right? So, for those of you who are on the live streams, I certainly can't ask for anything more. You guys have been overwhelmingly supportive and positive in the last several months, keeping this vest streak alive. I'm certainly not going to say a negative thing whatsoever about stream support. I would be a complete and utter asshole. But what I would ask is, if you're someone who's watching this playthrough exclusively on YouTube, you're watching this pre-stream exclusively on YouTube, and you just watch all my stuff on demand, first of all, thank you for continuing to watch. But if you're enjoying the Sleeping Dogs playthrough, please at least consider contributing in some way, whether you pledge to my Patreon, or maybe you buy a piece of the new vest merch, which would be really cool, or maybe you come by a stream and you contribute when you can, right? I understand you can't be here for the streams, that's why you watch the videos on demand on YouTube anyway, right? But please consider contributing, because it's so frustrating going out of my way to hopefully not have licensed music in the playthrough, and it's still claiming all the damn videos. It's ludicrous. So I'm just throwing that out there. And by the way, no, this isn't going to affect the playthrough at all. I'm not going to stop playing it. As I've told you guys many times, YouTube is a service to you guys, the viewers. As an archive, I don't make a lot of money on YouTube, but I do make a little bit. And the fact that I've gone from making a little bit to zero for this playthrough is frustrating. All right? So I'm just saying, for those who are coming out of the woodwork to tell me, man, this has been a great playthrough. Thanks for playing it again. Please consider contributing if you can, since I make nothing on the YouTube videos on that playthrough. All right? Fair enough? Okay. So tomorrow, let's get back to the schedule. Friday, the first main gameplay stream will be Sleeping Dogs. And then Friday night, it's going to be Throwback Street Fighter. 2 hours of Throwback Street Fighter fun. Hopefully, we'll have good connections. Last week was very hit or miss with that, so we'll see how it goes tomorrow. Saturday, we're returning to Fire Emblem Three Houses for a major gameplay stream. All right, that should be fun. And then Saturday night, I can't remember if I scheduled Animal Crossing or Morrowind. To be completely honest with you, I don't think it matters. One or the other is fine. But I'll have to figure this out. I can't remember what I put down on the schedule. Sunday will be more Sleeping Dogs. And then Sunday night will be whatever I didn't play Saturday night. Again, either Morrowind or Animal Crossing. And then Monday is going to be the finer. Let's try that again. The final major gameplay stream of Minecraft, where it's going to be the main stream. And then Monday night's going to be Fire Emblem Three Houses. So you may notice in that schedule I just outlined, you're like, wait a minute, you only play Animal Crossing once this week? The answer is yes. I've been playing Animal Crossing twice a week ever since the game launched in late March. So that's all of April, all of May, and almost, if you add it up, probably another 2+ weeks. So for 2.5 months, it's been 4 hours a week. At this point, being that there's so many new releases coming out, I really cannot do much in regards to these chill streams. I can't keep doing Minecraft as a 4+ hour stream. I can't do two streams of Animal Crossing. We got to cut back to make room so some of the late night streams could be the continuation of other playthroughs. All right, I hope you guys understand that. I'll be honest with you, I really enjoy doing the Friday night Street Fighter stuff, but if we get to a situation where I'm juggling so many games we can't even finish them, I may have to cut out some of the late night chill stuff temporarily. So you might see no Street Fighter or no Animal Crossing or no Minecraft. All right, now I'm not saying that's happening yet. I want to see how we do. Like I said, I'm really focusing in on Sleeping Dogs this weekend, playing it tonight, playing it tomorrow, playing it again on Sunday. Maybe between that 10 hours or 8 hours or however many hours of gameplay it is, maybe we'll be near the end of the game, and then I can wrap it up within the next week or two, and then that's not a big deal. But at the same time, I really don't want to be playing 5 games at once, you see? So let's see what happens. All right. So that's the week. Now I'm off on Tuesday, and then when I come back on Wednesday, it's supposed to be, I say supposed to be, I'll tell you why in a moment, the first ever Pokemon DLC for Pokemon Sword, where it's supposed to have new Pokemon, new challenges, and new story. But I'm not clear on if that's actually what's happening. And the reason I say that is I saw a posting about this from the Pokemon Company on Twitter the other day, and it was like, oh, the expansion pass for Pokemon Sword launches this Wednesday, and it will feature new Pokemon. Great. And new story when made available. I'm like, wait, what? Wait, when made available? I thought the whole point of this was a new story expansion on Wednesday. And then they didn't elaborate on that. And I was like, does that mean that it's not a guarantee that we're actually going to see, a major story expansion on Wednesday? Is this just gonna launch, and then there's nothing? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm confused because I'd like to tell you guys, yes, on Wednesday when I return from my break, on Wednesday the 17th of June, I am absolutely covering the expansion for Pokemon Sword, and we're going to have a major stream of it and enjoy the new story elements and all of that. But it might not be live, So I could be wrong. Maybe it's available, maybe it's not. If it is, I'm definitely doing that as the main gameplay stream on Wednesday, okay? And then Wednesday night will either be Sleeping Dogs or Fire Emblem. More than likely Sleeping Dogs, because at that point we wouldn't have played Sleeping Dogs since Sunday. All right, and then same thing on Thursday. If this is a story-based DLC, I'll probably do more Pokemon as the main gameplay stream on Thursday, and then Thursday night will likely be whatever game I didn't play Wednesday night. All right, then on Friday the 19th, it is the premiere of The Last of Us 2, and I think it's quite apparent. We all know that Last of Us 2 is going to be a game that everyone's going to want to see me play for various reasons. Were the spoilers true that were posted on the internet 2 months ago? Is the game any good? This is going to be an interesting experiment, an interesting journey, to say the least, because we're going to see firsthand exactly what the game is and what it's all about. I know people are going to be asking me to play it constantly. So that's going to be the major focus. Although I will not play it every single day, it's going to be a major focus of that weekend. And every night instead we'll do something different. So probably Friday night we'll do Street Fighter. Maybe Saturday night, we'll do some Pokemon. Maybe Sunday night we'll do Morrowind, and then Monday night we'll do Animal Crossing or something like that, okay? And then we'll see. Will I play it all 4 days? Or instead, will I mix it up a little bit and do something different for one of the main gameplay streams? Maybe I will. All right, we'll see. But we'll find out. All right, so that's going to be that weekend. And then that next week after that, if you can believe it, SpongeBob, The Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated releases. And this is a playthrough that I've absolutely guaranteed you guys I'm doing. This was a viewer's choice playthrough from last year. But I told you guys, why would I rush and play the original when the remastered and remade version is coming out? And finally, it's coming out. So that's going to be another playthrough I'm doing. So you see my point now about juggling so many games at once. I'm nervous that what's going to happen is we get games like Sleeping Dogs and Fire Emblem that aren't getting played because I'm so busy with these other releases. Now, the truth of the matter is, these are older games. It's not that big of a deal. The new releases always take priority over the older games, but I don't want to be juggling 5+ game playthroughs. So that's why I'm really trying my best this week to get as far in Sleeping Dogs as I can. And then hopefully within another 1 or 2 sessions, we can beat it so that at least we get one thing done. I know there's no chance we're beating Fire Emblem anytime soon. I told you guys Fire Emblem is going to be the game that we're balancing with everything else over the course of this entire summertime. And I know that. I know we probably won't beat Fire Emblem till like the fall. Seriously. So that's okay. All right. All right. So we shall see what happens in regards to all of this. But it sounds like a good end of June. Now also, please guys, during the month of June, please keep nominating your favorite moments from my 11+ years as a content creator for the upcoming retrospective special event. This event is going to take place near the very end of the month, probably one of the last things I do in June, and it's going to be a marathon session where we sit back and go down memory lane. I'm going to be looking back on previous content that I made, reacting to it for the very first time, having fun interactions with you guys. Every time we do this event, it's a blast. And the last time we did it, it actually created the whole vest meme, which turned into the vest streak, which has been one of the most positive things ever to happen in my history of content creation, right? So, pretty awesome. I'm very much looking forward to that coming up. Now, in addition, as you can see, we're currently at vest streak 126 and climbing. If we continue to hit the tips goal every day, every stream, and keeping this vest streak up, all right, what's going to happen is I'm going to do a celebratory event after we hit 150. Okay? I did the math, and if you actually do the math, since it's 2 streams a day, right, we're at 126 today, so by the end of today, we'll be at 128. So then Friday would be 130, 132 on Saturday, 134 on Sunday, 136 on Monday, right? I'm off on Tuesday, 138 on Wednesday, 140 on Thursday, 142 on Friday, 144 on Saturday, 146 on Sunday, 148 on Monday, all right? Then another day off, so I probably hit 150 streak on that Wednesday, that middle Wednesday. I think that's the day SpongeBob releases, okay? So if we do hit this, all right, I'll be doing a special celebratory event likely that Thursday, which would be the day after, which I'm thinking is, let's see here, the 25th. So actually 2 weeks from today, if we can keep the vest streak going, I'll be doing a special Vest Fest celebration on the 25th of June. What will it entail? Well, number one, it's going to be very similar to the last stream, where I'm going to be doing a live DSP Tries It. What will it be? I have no clue. We have to look in the next 2 weeks. I want you guys to look out there and say, geez, is there any new fast food item or something Phil could try during this live DSP, live event for a live DSP Tries It? Please give it a look and give me some recommendations. We're going to be doing a live Q&A session. We'll talk a little bit. We'll have some fun, just like we did last time. Jasper will likely make a special appearance, just like he did last time. I'm going to be doing my best to entertain you guys, maybe watching back music videos and doing commentary. If you guys have any recommendations for gameplay stuff that we could do during that stream, that'd be great. Maybe we'll have the reveal of yet another vest. Okay. We already got some suggestions. Barbecue Western Burger, the Impossible Whopper. I have not tried the Impossible Whopper at all. So that could be interesting. The only catch there, I would have to take a really long break because I'd have to drive all the way down to freaking Burger King, which is a good like 15, 20 minutes away, and then drive all the way back. So you're talking a pretty significantly long break for me to go get that food and then come back on the stream to try the Impossible Whopper. So it would be pretty annoying, I think. But if you guys really wanted that, I could do it. Okay? Or I guess I could technically order like DoorDash or something and pay for the delivery and have them deliver it during the stream. I didn't even think about that. I could actually just have them deliver it. Okay. So anyway, yes, it would be about 2 weeks from today. It'll be a special event. So if we keep the vest streak going for 2 more weeks, we'll have a special Vest Fest event that week. All right. So let's see if we can keep it going. I know you guys have absolutely loved the whole positivity around the vests and the stream, you know, keeping up the vest streak. Again, I am very nervous about today because this stream is very different from the usual content I put out. It's no gameplay, and there will be an hour break in there to watch the event. And I'm nervous about how it's going to go down, and if if you guys are going to, remember to contribute. To be quite frank, to make the vest streak happen today, but we'll see. We'll see. Firsthand, we'll see what happens. I hope we can keep it continuing. All right. Okay, so that is the schedule, ladies and gentlemen, for everything. Gameplay-wise, I think we've pretty much covered everything. You notice I haven't talked about any speculation about this Sony event or anything yet. Reason being, once the pre-stream ends, that's the whole point of the next segment of this stream I'm going to be doing, is the hype and speculation. I have some ideas of what I think we're going to see at this PS5 reveal event, and I want to share those with you, and I want to hear your ideas and talk a little bit about that, okay? But that's coming up, all right? So what else do I want to talk about on pre-stream? Well, we are going to get to shout-outs in a moment, and it looks like some people do have some things to talk about. The one hot topic that I've gotten a ton of questions about in the last day is about this Seattle Autonomous Zone. Okay, I'm sorry I have to laugh. The Seattle Autonomous Zone in downtown Seattle, Washington, all right? The past week, I've been very critical here of our government in the state of Washington and how they've handled the whole pandemic crisis. The fact that our curve for COVID-19 has been way down for months, yet they're treating it like we're still one of the hotbeds for the outbreak when we very much are not. And the fact that other states are completely open, even though they're in the midst of horrible infection numbers, but we are basically still mostly closed, is pretty laughable. All right. Now, this is all political shit. I don't want to go too far into this. I just want to explain to you what's going on and how it affects me, because I'm getting questions about it. Like, Phil, you live in Seattle, right? What's going on with this? Are you okay? What's happening? Allow me to very briefly address it and get it out of the way. All right? So what's happening right now is, as you know, for the past 2 weeks, there have been Black Lives Matter protests all over major cities in the United States. Okay? Seattle is a hotbed for liberal activity. What that means is that there's literally giant groups of people who are liberal activists here in Washington State, a lot of them living in the Seattle or the Seattle area, and whenever this shit happens, they got to go out and be one of the most vocal groups to protest and all of that. So they have since turned the Black Lives Matter movement into a, completely abolish the police movement, then into a, just get rid of all the government movement. I know that's kind of like a big jump. Like, caring about the lives of African Americans who are insanely unfairly treated by the police and systematic racism is a far cry from let's abolish the entire government system in our country. But when you're radical, when you're a radical left or radical right, when you're either one, you always push things to the extreme instead of, and that's when the message gets lost, and that's what these people have done. There's actually a group of, I don't know if it's several hundred or more, but these people have taken over a 6-block radius in downtown Seattle, okay, so 6 blocks roughly, 6 city blocks, where they basically kind of, I would say, forced out the police, but they didn't really. What it is they just walked in during the protests and they fucking camped there, and they took over one of the police precinct stations and just sat there and refused to move. Now, amidst all of this political unrest of police brutality and mistreating protesters, basically, Seattle police have been very apprehensive about going in there with physical force to removing these people, because they're like, we're already in hot shit for all the stuff that's happened with police brutality. Do you really want to now go in there and have this scene of we forcefully removed all these people, right? So what these people did, excuse me, they blocked off 6 city blocks with barriers, and they've tried to turn it into this, like, I don't even know how to call it, like some kind of a commune. Oh, there's no government here. There's no taxes. There's no anything. We're just going to live here as long as we can. This is, you're leaving the United States when you enter this area of the country. And, you know, already there, I couldn't even tell you what's really going on there, because there's conflicting reports all over the internet. On one side, you hear it's like a military state. There's people there with guns blocking the barricades and forcing people to show ID and pay taxes and tithes if they want to walk into the event. And they're basically like like a mafioso group. They're going to the businesses that are located within this 6-block radius and asking them for protection money and shit. And it's like, what? Really? Is that really what's happening? On the other side, you hear, no, actually, in reality, it's the opposite. That's just people talking shit because they don't like this idea. Instead, it's very peaceful and nonviolent, and every night they have peaceful music rallies, and the businesses actually are in support of this, and they're in commune with these people, and they don't care about this. You know, for me, I hear both sides, and I'm like, the truth is probably somewhere in the middle. It always is, right? But the funny part about the whole thing, as I said, is what the hell does this have to do with Black Lives Matter? This, literally, they turned Black Lives Matter into an anarchist movement, that our government is bad, policing is bad, everything's bad, and we just want to take shit over for ourselves, okay? And this is what I talked about. The looting, the riots, were those really in the vein of Black Lives Matter? For the most part, no. I mean, I can understand African Americans being quite angry about this situation in the United States right now. How the ridiculous mistreatment and unequal treatment, and the fact that, you're accused of a crime, so you get murdered in the street for no fucking reason. I'm 1,000,000% on the same page with them that this is fucked up, it needs to change. But last time I checked, that didn't mean that we overthrow the entire fucking government, right? Let's take over city blocks in a major city. So the reason that people are asking me about this now is because it came national news overnight. This has basically been happening for about 2 days now. And, I guess President Trump finally got word of it, and he tweeted our governor, a very hyper-liberal governor, by the way, and said, what is going on with this? If you don't fix it, I will. Okay, and he also tweeted the mayor of Seattle and said, if you don't fix this, I will. This is ridiculous. You're allowing anarchy in your city. It's supposed to be one of the major cities of the U.S., and you're just allowing this. Now, I think it should be very much pointed out that the President of the United States has absolutely no authority whatsoever to come into the state and do anything. He can't. He can't override the state rules and the state laws. He can't just come in and say, well, I'm just going to take care of it for you, send in the military. If he did, essentially that would be creating tons of issues with laws and everything. So I think it's mostly grandstanding, okay? But at the same time, who knows what the hell's going to happen in our political climate? I have no clue. Tomorrow we could have fucking F-15s coming and bombing the city. Who the fuck knows? I don't know anymore. I can't tell you any. I don't know. There's been so much insanity this year with crazy shit going on. I wouldn't be surprised if aliens fucking landed tomorrow and just threw us all for another loop. Seriously. So I have no idea what's going to happen with this situation. But what we have here is we have two groups grandstanding. This morning, our governor started posting up insulting tweets to the president, basically saying the president did not support us during COVID-19 and didn't send enough PPE, protective equipment, for the outbreak. But now he wants to involve himself in our matters, and basically insulting the president. Hilarious, though, last night, someone interviewed the governor. It was like a live press conference, and asked him, what do you think about the situation in downtown Seattle, the anarchists doing this? And he was like, he wasn't aware of it. He wasn't aware of it. He's the governor, and he's not aware that a 6-block radius in his major city, his biggest city in the state, has been taken over by anarchists. Sounds like a great governor, doesn't it? So I don't know what's going to happen. The truth of the matter is, I have no clue what the hell's going to happen here at all. I really, honestly, don't have a stake in it, because I don't live in Seattle. This is what a lot of people don't realize. I don't live in Seattle. I live in a suburb of Seattle, which is a town outside of Seattle. Completely different jurisdiction, completely different. It's not a major city like Seattle is at all. It's very suburban. These anarchists have taken over a 6-block radius in downtown Seattle. This has nothing to do with anywhere where I live. And unless millions of new anarchists get shipped in overnight from all around the country to support this movement, I seriously doubt that it's going to spread anywhere near me. I live about, driving distance, I live about 45 minutes to an hour away from downtown Seattle, okay? So people asking me ridiculous things like, are you going to be affected by this? Are they coming for you? No, they're not, okay? However, I'm going to knock on wood right now. And here's why I'm going to knock on wood right now. All right? Because a couple weeks ago, when all this stuff happened with the protests and then there was rioting and looting, people asked me, Phil, is that going to affect you? And I said, well, right now it's just happening in downtown Seattle, so I don't think so. And then a bunch of dumb fucks who literally had nothing whatsoever to do with the Black Lives Matter movement came out here to my town and started looting stores. And by the way, they were arrested. It wasn't like, oh, these people got away with it. There was no giant protest here. It was a small group of morons were going from store to store trying to loot, and the police gassed the fuck out of them and arrested them all. So it sucks because the businesses here were destroyed, but it was brought under control. Unlike Seattle, where basically everything went crazy and nothing was ever under control, and now we have 6 blocks of anarchy. Okay? But the reason I say this is, who knows? A week or two ago, I would have said, no way that's going to affect us whatsoever. At the same time, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Martians were dancing on my front lawn tomorrow morning. So, who knows at this point, okay? And that is correct, Infinite 55. All during a pandemic. Like, is this not the perfect formula for failure? Human failure, right? We're all supposed to be social distancing, yet let's all crowd together for all these reasons. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? I'm at a loss that people are doing this. I don't know what else to say anymore. Like, we were all for 3 months staying away from each other, and now all of a sudden, for some reason, for various reasons, it's okay to do this, and we think that there's going to be no repercussions to the human race. I'm sorry. I think there will be. That's my personal opinion. You could disagree, but I'm seeing some bad stuff on the horizon for the people who are doing this shit. I'm just saying, like, you're all in close proximity. I'm pretty sure they're not rolling in hand soap and hand sanitizer down there in the anarchist 6-block radius. So, I don't know what's happening. I really don't anymore. Oh, man. So, anyway, guys, it is what it is. Like I said, no, at this point, I don't live, thank God, I did not move to actual Seattle. Seriously. Because everything going, it's like anarchy in Seattle, like, what's going to happen? There's major tourists and businesses and things. It's all going to go, like, who the hell is going to want to visit Seattle, even when things are starting to reopen, when you've got this anarchy going on, right? So, I don't know what the hell is going to happen. I don't. I guess we'll see. This is a very unique time in history, to say the fucking least, and the fact that I have to live near it is pretty crazy too. Like, what were the chances that I would have moved right near where all this crazy shit is happening? I don't know. Again, this is all based on information I'm reading on the internet from media and the like. I don't really know the ultimate ins and outs of the situation that's going on down there. I have no stake in it. I really, really hope there's a peaceful resolution here. I certainly would not want horrendous violence and bad actions to take place. And at the same time, I don't want everyone to get fucking sick. I don't want everyone here to get sick as the result of the actions of people who just lost their fucking minds and thought that now is the time to do this shit right in the middle of a pandemic that could kill thousands more, So we'll see what happens. That's all I can say is I don't know what else to say, but that's the situation. So no, you don't have to worry about Kat and I, we're all right where we are. We're far away from that, thankfully. But, at this point, who knows what the hell's going to happen. Okay? All right. All right, guys. Let's now go ahead and get to shoutouts. So let's give shoutouts to those who've contributed. Let's start updating the leaderboards, etc. And go from there. All right? All right, so overnight we had a few contributions. Golden Colts did a 100-bit cheer again overnight. Thank you, Golden Colts, for the overnight support. And Narcissist resubscribed for 8 months in a row overnight. So thank you, Narcissist, for the overnight support as well and the ongoing support. Ladies Man 2166 was the first contributor for today with a 100-bit cheer. And he said, Phil, it's great to see you today. I'm happy to get to join you for the PS5 event. Hopefully it will be a good time. Me too. I hope the same. What I hope is, if it's an hour or longer, I hope that we get, at the very least, like 2 really good announcements, like games that we're anticipating and they look good. It's like, damn, this is a reason to get a PS5, right? Because right now what they're trying to do is convincing people in this year of insane uncertainty, right? Insane, for a lot of people, financial problem, to buy a console. You have to convince people, so I hope they're going to show things that will actually convince you to buy the console. And we're going to find out. All right, this is their chance. Ponage101, resubscribe for 23 months. Thank you, Ponage, for almost 2 full years of ongoing sub support. I appreciate that. Then Ladies Man did a 1,000-bit cheer. So let me go ahead and get him up on the leaderboard for the big cheer there, and then we will continue. Hold on a second here. Okay. And by the way, let me make sure that the Twitch leaderboard updated, because I was checking this morning, and I don't think it's updating properly. All right, I think it did now. All right, good. All right, so he says, this is for my favorite Twitch streamer. Let's have a fun stream. I have some 2 liters of Diet Pepsi and a bag of chips. I'm ready. Bring on the next gen hype. Very nice. Thank you very much, Ladies Man, for the support this morning. Evel Gibson 97 cheers. Says literally almost everyone wants a live reaction. That's great. I don't care. I don't do what everyone else does. I never have. As I said, I march to the beat of my own drum. I've always done things differently on purpose. I feel there's more value in doing it the way that I do it. You can watch The Muppet Show all over the internet today. Like literally every other live stream where everyone copies everyone, you could go watch The Muppet Show. You know, it'll be all over. Dun, 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 overreactions and everyone acting like a fucking jackass. You can go watch that. Or you can actually watch my very calculated reactions with intelligent thoughts after the stream's over, as I recap and I talk through everything that we've seen on the stream. Okay? It's your call. It's totally 1,000,000% your call to watch whatever you want to watch. So if you want to see The Muppet Show, you could go watch it all over the internet, or if you want to watch something different, you could watch it directly after on my stream. Your call. Okay? Junior Mint Cheers says, when anticipating exciting news, does it make you have to take a dump? It does for me. Is that normal? The PS3 has me shitting my pants. Does it make me have to take a dump? Not really. No. When I get excited for something, I don't immediately empty my bowels into my pants or onto the floor. That doesn't usually happen. I would say nervousness sometimes can cause that. If you're actually very nervous about something, you may have to use the bathroom pretty badly. But outside of that, no. Excitement does not get me having to move my bowels. Hill Hydra tipped me $2. And says, I'm hoping for Harry Potter RPG and Batman. Yeah, there's some pretty strong rumors about some things, and we're going to talk about that in just a little bit here. Like about 30 minutes. Once the pre-stream's over, we're actually going to be talking about some of the things that have been rumored heavily for this conference. And that's actually exactly what I'm expecting is a few things that have been rumored are probably going to show up. Now, I don't want to talk about them now. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right, but yeah, I'm expecting certain things, and I think I have an idea of at least a few that I think are a guarantee. Maybe I'm wrong, though, and that's what part of this whole thing is, right? War Knight's cheered. He says, I nominate the MOAB for DSP Tries It. What is the MOAB? Does anyone know what that is? Is this a joke, or is this actually something serious? Does anyone know what the MOAB is? The mother of all bombs? Well, I don't think I'm going to be eating a bomb. What the fuck? All right. I don't know. All right, I'm not going to be doing that. It's not a MOBA, it's a Moab, so no, I'm not trying a bomb. Anyway, Crapcock did a 150-bit cheer. He says, why is 2020 so crazy? What's next? Who knows? Like I said, this whole last 4+ years, I think it kind of all started with Donald Trump gets elected president, which everyone was saying was impossible, was never going to happen. Then it happened. And since then, it's like thing after thing after thing, to the point where it's like, you know, you can't even be shocked at anything anymore. What could you possibly be shocked at? The things that you never thought were, that's not within reason. Well, fuck reason. Throw reason right out the goddamn window. Because here we go with the insanity. It continues. I don't know what to tell you, man. Evel Gibson chooses to look up the Insurrection Act. He has the power. I'm not going to look up the Insurrection Act. I'm not. Because already, what was it, 2 weeks ago, when these riots started, the president said exactly the same thing. And on social media, everyone disagreed. Some people said the Insurrection Act does not have the right to do it, and others said it did. So I don't know what to believe, nor do I care. All right? Egg Gangster Cheese said, can we get an ACAB emo? I don't know what the fuck that is. But thanks for the cheer. Anonymous $1.30 tipper says, remember when you were talking shit about the creature streaming SpongeBob? Yes, and I'll be very honest with you. I remember that too. This was back when I had just started streaming, if I remember correctly. It was my first year streaming. And I was trying to get, as many people hyped for my streams as possible. And back then, I would constantly, if people brought up other content creators, I'd get angry. I'd get angry and jealous, and I would talk shit. So someone had brought up something about the creatures are playing SpongeBob, and I was joking. And I was like, oh, we know where all the intelligent people on the internet are today, right? Now, I didn't even know what the SpongeBob game was. I didn't know that actually people had held this game in high regard for years and years. And actually, it was a well-renowned game that people liked watching people play or play themselves. I just thought that they were playing a kiddie game for stupid reasons. That's how, again, that was my old mentality. Minecraft's a kiddie game. And, any cartoony game is a kiddie game, right? There's no reason for an adult to play it, and that's what I would do. I would completely insult things that I had absolutely no information about whatsoever, okay? So when someone says, oh, the creatures right now are streaming this on their stream, like, number one, this person is obviously trying to take away viewership from my stream by coming and advertising for another group of streamers on my fucking stream. And in addition, look at the game that they're playing. It's no serious shit, it's just for kids, so I basically insulted the people who would be watching that kind of a stream. That's something that, is stupid. I had no education whatsoever on what that content was. I didn't know the game was good, and I did not mean it as an insult. I didn't know anything about it. That was me talking out of my ass, and that's when I talked in this day, I say, oh, back in the day, I used to say things that were so stupid and not educated, I would talk out of my ass. That was one of the cases, all right? So, there you go. I remember it too. An anonymous cheerer did a 50-bit cheer. Thank you to the anonymous cheerer. I appreciate that. Frederick Douglas took me $1.30 and said, without struggle, there's no progress. And that is true, and I agree with you. I think that a lot of people in the United States are very complacent with how they are, and they want to sit here and complain about life, and they want to sit here and complain about money, and they want to complain about the government, but they don't really do anything about it. And then nothing will ever change, So I don't know, there's always a fine line between everything. And what's the line of how far you go to institute change or whatever? I have no idea. I don't know. I'm not a political guy. You guys know that. I don't sit here and talk politics all day, every day. I don't want to. It's only when people really bring that shit up, or if something personally is irking me, I'll vent a little bit about it on a pre-stream or whatever, but I'm not someone who's going to be sitting here talking about politics constantly. So, Big Jeff Productions has resubscribed for 23 months. Thank you, Big Jeff Productions. He says, thank you for the 23 months of consistent, calculated thoughts. He's making fun of what I just said about how I'm going to handle E3. And fun style commentary. What's your favorite number between 1 and 10? What a pertinent question. Very important. Do you know my favorite number between 1 and 10? Let me think about this. What's the number that's completely between 1 and 10? I don't even know. Is it 5? Is it 6? Is it 5.5? I don't know. I don't think it matters. Thank you for the resub. 2 frogs, 1 lean cheer. He says, honest question, have you ever let out a fart so bad you took one whiff and it made you reevaluate your life? No. I have farted so bad that it smelled absolutely awful, and even I went fuck. But no, it never made me reevaluate my life. Anonymous cheerer cheered again. Thank you. Red Spider-Man cheered. He said, DSP wanted to hear your thoughts on PS5 being able to play previous generation of games. You think PS5 should include this feature to match Xbox Series X next gen, or do you think it's not necessary? I, for one, would love to still play my older games, but it's not a big deal breaker. I would love to have that feature as long as it doesn't cost a lot of extra money. Like if you told me, oh, PlayStation 5 is backwards compatible with PS4, but it costs $100 more than if it weren't, I would say, fuck it, we don't need that feature. You see what I'm saying? I already have my PS4 Pro. It ain't going anywhere. I'm not going to throw it out. So, in that case, I don't need it. The entire last generation, PS3, PS2, and PS1 games could not be played on PS4. You had to play them on the PS3. So I saved my PS3, and that's exactly how I've been playing older games all the time. So there you go. Spawn Killer tipped me $1.30. Said I thought ladies man had to cheer. What? Huh? Spawn Killer, I have no idea what you're talking about. Oh, he did. He had top cheer. You misspelled it. I'm sorry. He did. Ladies man has the top cheer with 1,000. Thank you. He does. It's a 1,000 bit cheer. My bad. Sometimes I make mistakes, and I just made one. Thank you for calling me out on it, Spawn Killer. But I was confused at what you were saying, and that is $1 tip. Let's add that to the tips total. There we go. Okay. My bad. Thanks for correcting me so I could fix that. Junior Mint Cheers is taking a knee for today's stream. Here we go again, taking the knee. You guys and your take the knee meme. It ain't going to get very far. All right. Let's do some shout-outs. All right. To those who have contributed this week so far. First of all, the top cheerers of the week. It is actually Red Spider-Man, who's in 10th place. Thank you for that. In 9th place, we've got Captain Caveman. In 8th place, Jasper Kitty, a.k.a. Filson. In 7th place, Noah Taylor 22. In 6th place, Junior Mint 007, and he's actually tied with Crap Cock. So that's a tie between the two. 4th place is a tie with One Ton Hammer for 3rd. So actually it's a tie for 3rd. One Ton Hammer, an RPG fan. Thank you, guys. 2nd place is Lucifer Soul. And 1st place so far for cheering this week, Ladies Man 2166. All right, and now thank you to the following people who have contributed by gifting subs this week. We've got R. Zeppi, Chipe, Randy O. Butternub, I Killed Phil 4x8, Big Papa Phil, AJ the DJ, and Ghost in the Chat, who all gifted a single subscription to the channel. My apologies if someone else did and it doesn't show up. For some reason, I've been having issues with that. I don't control what shows up on the Twitch leaderboard, so sorry about that if your name's not up there. Only Iced Coffee so far this week has gifted 4. That is right, 4 new 4 subs. So thank you very much for that. I appreciate that. Okay. Let's see here. Oh wow, hold on. Maximus Prime SG has subscribed to the channel. Thank you, Maximus Prime SG, for a 2-month resub. I appreciate that. Crabcock cheered, asking about chunky, constipated, stubborn poops. I'm not going to be talking about that on the stream. Ladies Man cheers. What am I, chopped liver? No, you are not. No worries. I'm sorry that I screwed that up. And thank you again to Spawn Killer for calling that out. Dreadnought tipped me $1.30 and says Street Fighter V is getting 5 new characters. If Dan Hibiki is one of them, will you do a Dan Madness? No, I'm not playing Street Fighter V ever again. The game is a festering piece of long giraffe turd full of disgusting bugs and all kinds of nasty shit that I don't want to touch. The game sucks. I don't care how many characters they add to it. It's still a piece of festering shit that I'm not going to waste any more time or money on ever again. I hate the fucking game. If you guys can't tell yet, I don't like Street Fighter V. It sucks. Okay, stop. Stop asking me to play it. I'm not playing it. I refuse. Every time that you ask me about it, I will say something worse about it. So there you go. Timbo Slice cheered. He said, I'm not sure if it's asked, what's your opinion on game companies putting in messages about Black Lives Matter when games load up? I, for one, play games to get away from the world events and chill, and I agree with the movement, but not in my games. It's very simple, in my opinion. Any of these companies coming out and saying this stuff, it's a political move to try to get you to not boycott their company. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. Like, you're absolutely right. Why is a sneaker manufacturer? Why is a coffee company? Why are they saying this? This is like, for people who actually live equality, this is common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, for people who actually don't judge people on the color of their skin, we don't need to see every major corporation come out and put out some generic message with a black square and white text saying Black Lives Matter, because we live it every day. We don't judge people by the color of their skin. We don't treat them differently. We're not afraid of a group of people because of stupid shit and racial bias. We don't need to have companies tell us about it. It seems incredibly facetious that these companies would do that, you know? And it was funny that originally, when the Black Lives Matter thing started 2 weeks ago with George Floyd's death, no companies were doing it. Then one company did, then 2 companies did, then 3 companies did, then 12 companies did, then every company did. Gee, isn't it funny? Weren't you a little late on that movement? You know? Because what it is all these fucking idiots sat in their boardrooms. Oh, man, all the other companies are doing it, and now we look stupid because we didn't do it. Oh, maybe we should do it. What do you think, marketing man? Oh, yes, I think that we should do it because everyone else is doing it, so we should do what everyone else does. They don't care. They're not doing it because they fucking care. They're doing it to try to fucking make themselves look good because they're afraid if they don't do it, people won't buy shit from their companies anymore. So that's why you're seeing all this nonsense all over the place. You're absolutely right. When I boot up a game, I'm already well aware of what's going on in the real world and the injustices that African Americans have to go against every single fucking day, right? I don't need to know that Call of Duty supports Black Lives Matter. I don't care that Call of Duty supports Black Lives Matter. It doesn't affect, it's so pointless. It doesn't help the movement, you know? Anyway, let's continue. Murdoch gifted a sub to CC Griffin. Thank you, Murdoch, for the support, and CC Griffin, congratulations. Red Spider-Man cheered. He said, I miss Jasper. Can you say hi to Jasper for me? I will say hi to Jasper for you. I know you guys miss Jasper. Like I said, in a couple weeks, if we keep the Vest Streak going, I will have Jasper come in for another segment of the Vest Fest, the next Vestival 2. All right? Vestival 2, Vest Harder. Insomniatic Me did a 100-bit cheer and said, sup, Phil? What's going on, Insomniatic Me? It's good to see you on a live stream. Welcome. How you doing? Eternal Napalm cheered, and he said, I fully anticipate Horizon Zero Dawn sequel to get announced, and I'm stoked. Mark my words, it'll be the best-looking game ever, and will set the bar for next gen. All right, I will talk about my own personal thoughts in just a few minutes when we get to that segment of the stream. Okay? Jasper Kitty Filson cheers, says, can I have advice? I'm gaming with my fellow kitties. What? I got kicked from a group. I'm going to take a stand and not leave. What should I do? I feel like not... What? Why do I get the feeling, once again, this is every time, here it is now. Every single time that I read a message and I totally have no idea what the fuck the person's talking about, I shrug and I say, I guarantee you this has something to do with a detractor meme. So I guarantee you this has something to do with one of my fucking restreamers talking shit and making up some dumb meme, or they say, hey, go over to Phil's stream and say this right now, because we're all talking about it on our stream right now, man. Yeah, do it, bro. Let's get some attention. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to type /ban, take a space, and I'm going to put in your name, and I'm going to ban you, because you're derailing the stream, you're a disruptive presence, and you're annoying me. So fuck off. DJ CTE resubscribed for 3 months and said people confuse equality with inequality. No, equality with inequity. Excuse me. Alrighty then. Holy shit. Apparently, there was a hype train. I didn't even notice it, and we missed the hype train. I didn't mention it. I completely missed it because I was busy reading messages, so I apologize, guys. I missed the hype train. I didn't even know it was going on. That's my fault. Golden Colts cheered. He said, hype train. Yeah, I missed it. I didn't even notice it was going on until it was too late. Shit. Honest fan cheers. I love the energy you've been giving off. Are you ready for the summer being the hardcore gaming season? Thoughts on teabagging in a competitive game? Yeah, the summer is going to be insane. This month is so busy with new releases, and next month is so busy with new releases. Pretty crazy that this is the busy gaming season because of what's going on in the world. I'm excited for it, though. I hope you guys are excited for it, too. Teabagging, I mean, it's incredibly immature and stupid. But, you know, it's become such a dumb fuck meme. I don't think it really has meaning anymore anyway. It just shows when someone's brainless. Knows nobody cheers. Said, blow us away, Sony. Yeah, I hope they do. But we'll see what happens. Will this be the equivalent of the PS4 press conference in 2013 where Sony utterly destroyed Xbox 1,000,000% and just owned them and dominated them? Or will it be kind of underwhelming? We're going to find out. Junior Mint cheered. He says, Phil, why didn't you take advantage of the riots and storm the IRS building? My issue is, first of all, number one, that's unlawful. I would never do that. Number two, my issue is not with the state Department of Revenue. I'm actually 100% okay with everything in the state. It's my federal taxes that I need to work on, and they're not here in Washington, so... Lego Mario took me $1. You should call the 150 Vest Streak 2 Vest 2 Furious. 2 Vest 2 Furious. We got to think of a name. Vestival 2 Judgment Day, or Vestival 2 Vest Harder, Vest Fest 2. I don't know. What should we call? We got to think of it. What are we gonna call this thing? It's got to be some really cheesy movie line, right? Anyway, thank you for the dollar tip. Here we go. Randy O. Buttered tipped me $5. He says, Lego removed every set with police and firemen. HBO removed Gone with the Wind for portrayals of slavery. They forgot Gone with the Wind was the first African-American female to win an Oscar. Yeah, because they're idiots. Because it's called a knee-jerk reaction of stupidity of people who are in power and these companies who shouldn't be. Because they don't actually understand the purpose behind the movement at all. When you do shit like that and you do knee-jerk reactions without any kind of intelligence, it just shows how ignorant you are and you completely miss the point of the movement. And if anything, HBO removing Gone with the Wind should actually be made fun of and derided and held accountable for being stupid as fuck because they don't realize what they did actually was detrimental to African Americans because they're morons. It's like I've said many times, when you ignore history, right, and you act like it didn't happen, you're destined to repeat it. Yeah, absolutely. Gone with the Wind is an unrealistic portrayal of slavery. At the same time, you're absolutely right. It was the first time that a real African-American actor got any kind of credibility for what they did in a movie. So let's pretend it never happened, right? Or you could use your fucking brain and stop being a knee-jerk reaction idiot and actually think for one fucking second before you do something stupid. But that's not what they do. So what can I say? Lego Mario tipped $1. What about the Vest of Us 2? The Vest of Us. That could be. That could be. Ultra Magic tipped me $2 and said, Sup, Phil, very excited for the press conference. What are your thoughts on the PS5 being backwards compatible with PS4 games? And Frank Costanza's voice, Vestivus for the rest of us. Yeah, I don't... The Vest... It could be Vestivus. Oh my god, this is... Alright, let's keep this going. Let's keep thinking of names for the next Vest celebration. But, yeah, okay. We'll talk about all this in a minute. Here's what we'll do. I actually got to use the bathroom right now, guys. So let's take a quick break. About 10 minutes or so. I'm going to use the bathroom. Alright, I'm going to come back. We're going to start part 2 of this stream, which is going to be an hour, where we're going to talk about the PS5 event. We're going to speculate. We're going to discuss. It's going to be fun. We're going to hype it up before we actually watch it together. Then, after that hour or so, I'm going to host the stream right here live. We're going to watch it together, take notes, and then I'm going to do my recap reactions. I don't know what I'm going to host. Maybe just... I'm sure Twitch will be doing it. So I guess I could just host Twitch or whatever and go from there. But, alright. So let's take a quick break. I'll be right back, and then it will be time for the hype segment. Alright, I'll be back. Thanks, guys, and see you in a bit.